Postpartum, I'm on a regrowth journey again. This is so different. Natural hair when you're postpartum. Where is the love? Where is the love? Oh, like, where is the love, man? Grow it from scratch if it all fell out. Sorry, darling. My hair. Oh my goodness. A Hair Growth Secrets postpartum edition will help those that are the baseliners down here. While we're on a roll, I said in the Why I Left YouTube video that postpartum has done heck of a number on me. My hair did not get away scot-free. Really sad. Out of everything that's gone on with me postpartum and during pregnancy, my hair is the one thing that I am the most sad about, of course, naturally. So in both pregnancies, my hair really grew, pretty much thriving, even though I was very sick in my first pregnancy. I was anemic and I had 2 blood transfusions and an iron infusion, and I was on iron tablets because my iron was so low. In my second pregnancy, it was as uncomplicated as it gets. It was very nice and normal. But I didn't escape the postpartum hair loss. In the video that I did, the aloe vera gel, my hair's like up here, just freshly trimmed. I'll insert some videos and some photos of what my hair was looking like before. I wish I took more videos or photos. I think you can even tell now I still have really see-through ends. My hair really broke off. This side? Yeah, this whole side was gone. You could probably see, if you can't see, sorry, you can see where it's starting to grow back. Where my hair is starting to grow back on the, what's it called? On the edges. But this side was worse than this side. If I pull some hair here, you can see the definition of my hair is just, it's just so sad. And then a side by side of this side compared to this side. And this is pretty much how it is around my whole hair. It was a lot worse, especially after my second pregnancy. My scalp's super tender. I've never really been tender-headed. First, it was a big shocker because I'm like, why is my hair, what have I done? What have I put on my head that is making me so, but it was the hormones, and my hair was really dry, really brittle. It's nice and like shiny now, thank the Lord. It's really soft now. It was coarser than coarse. Like, my roots especially were so coarse. My ends were super thin, and it looked like I had got a relaxer. It looked like, you know, where somebody's hair is transitioning and they have straggly ends and like thick new growth in the roots. That's what it looked like. It looked like scab hair at the top, and the ends were so curly, just breaking off. So just before that aloe vera video, I had chopped the straggly ends off, but she didn't chop off everything, and I really wanted it to be all chopped off because I knew it was gonna grow back, and it has started to grow back, and some of the straggly ends are still on it. For this blanket, I wanted to do the paper test. I don't think I even really need to, because I think the light behind me is showing for what it is, that I got see-through ends. So I've just washed my hair, I've just blow dried it as well, and that is the only way I can manage it at the moment, in this blow dried state. Can you see? Do I even need to do this? Do I even need to do this? Like, was this even necessary? Yeah, I'm really sad. Because what is this? I never experienced the whole hair falling out in clumps. But as I said, the signs of postpartum hair loss is evident. It's all around. As I said, really tender scalp. It was tangling so much. Shampooing and conditioning was very, very, very painful and very hard and very tedious and very long-winded. And, you know, I've got 2 babies. I don't even have that much time. Time is not a luxury I have. So I insert a picture of my hair before my first baby. I was like, okay, I don't know what postpartum is going to throw at me, so let me start off with freshly trimmed hair. Let me get a treatment. I went to Morel's. It was so good. It was so nice. They did such a good job. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to give birth. I did twists. I did mini twists for my birth hair. As I said, it all went downhill from, I was full in motherhood. And my mum, I was in Kent, she was in Nottingham. My husband's mum was an hour away also, and she didn't drive. So it was hard for her to help out. And then our closest friends were 45 minutes away. So we weren't in the middle of nowhere, but we were kind of in the middle of nowhere. We were just there alone with the baby, and it was definitely increasingly harder and harder to look after my hair at the length that it was, and in the time of and the season of life that I was. The natural hair care was down, and I felt bad about it because obviously I've been natural hair care girl for a long time, and I'm saying, you know, love is in the hair. Love is in the hair. Why are you not loving your hair? Where's the love gone? Where's the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Oh, like, where is the love, man? I felt very ashamed in that sense, but life, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up. Because I really neglected my hair after my first baby, it was like a bird's nest in the back. Like, it tangled so quick. Like, it was scary how tangled my hair is. I'll insert a picture of when I was at my husband's award show. I loved my hair, but I couldn't have done it in any other style because I had a big bird's nest at the back. And my mom had to come and help me like detangle it all, and she put bare conditioner. But then she kind of was like, Sharice, you can't like leave your hair to, like, don't neglect it. Like, if I need to come and help you, let me come and help you. Like, yeah, this can't happen again, kind of thing. Because you're gonna lose all your hair. I really took that to heart, and I was really like, okay, I need to like not neglect myself. I need the self-care. I need to make time. If I need to go to the salon to get my hair done, then I need to go to the salon to get my hair done. For my second baby, I was like, I can't have a repeat of what happened with my first baby, so let me stay on top of it. And so that's why I was like, make a consistent routine with the baby and the toddler and life. I took out my birth braids, and I thought maybe some of the damage was because of that. Maybe it possibly it could have been. The first and second wash was okay. By the way, these washes had become once a month. The third wash day, oh my days. When I tried to, it was the fact that I tried to just detangle in the shower, and I never was doing that. But as I said, I was proper on it. So I was making sure that I was doing my flaxseed gel and detangling before I went in the shower. And that time I just took out my wig braids and I went in the shower and I tried to detangle in the shower, and it was a nightmare. Hurt so bad. Like, please don't shampoo your hair if it's not detangled. Don't try to put shampoo in your hair if it's not detangled, because it's just going to tangle up even more. To try to put conditioner on it, it's not going to do anything. So I had to go to a hairstylist to get some help. She really helped do my hair, and I should have got her to trim it. Yeah, she didn't have enough time, especially because she had to like detangle my hair. So, and then I didn't really want to touch my hair myself, and I didn't want anybody else to touch my hair for a while, until around July, just before that video. I went to get my hair treated, trimmed. I did like a little bit of a semi-permanent colour, you know, just pamper myself a bit. And I just felt like, oh, what's the point really and truly, because I need to start all over again. I still didn't know the root of why my hair was looking like a transitioning head, even though I've never relaxed my hair. It was a combination of, as I said, postpartum hair loss, and my hormones got all out of whack. Also recovering from iron deficiency, the anemia in my first pregnancy, feeding another baby. He was exclusively breastfed. My first baby wasn't. Oh, he's coughing in the background. And the other reason that it was two different textures is because I had stopped using henna, and henna loosens your curls. And I had been an avid henna user for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, since it was like introduced to me in 2017. Since I learned about henna, I have been using henna. Usually henna and fenugreek gloss was my main Ayurvedic herbs that I've been using, and that was part of my routine. Yeah, because I stopped using henna, another note to anybody that loves henna like I love henna. That's why it looked like coarse on the top, curly on the bottom, because all the curly was the oldest part of my hair, and my hair had been growing, obviously breaking off. And now because I stopped using henna, so the new growth wasn't getting any of the henna, and that loosening of the curls, the strengthening treatment that henna does, my hair wasn't getting it. So, oh, that's another thing I skipped out. So I had my son end of 2024, so 2025 I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep my hair protected and put away under a wig. So I do wig braids, and I made sure I braided this way in the front, parted wherever I needed to part, and then did going all back but not all the way back. I'll show you what I mean. I did them in such a way that my hair isn't pulling, there's not too much traction on the front of my hair or the back, and I was using rosemary infused flaxseed gel when I detangled my hair as a pre-poo treatment. I was using aloe vera, as you saw me try, rosemary oil, just straight up rosemary oil, because that was recommended by my stylist. And then taking out my hair once a month, washing it, blow drying it, putting it back on the wig braids, wearing the wigs, trying not to glue down my wigs, so just wearing a headband and not put too much tension on it, but still trying to look cute. Still trying to look cute. And now for 2026, I'm going to try to do mini twists as much as possible, because the wigs, as much as I tried to stay away from the glue, there were days when I was like, I need to glue it, and the glue is not great. It was starting to be too tight, like, you know, that line. Yeah, I was starting to get that line. You might have been able to see it in the Why I Left YouTube video. I don't want to create more damage for myself, so I'll be trying to do a lot more natural hairstyles, but also putting my hair away in wig braids. Let's just be honest, and wearing wigs. I'll love to show you my my favorite wig of 2025. That would be good. I'll show you that at some point. I'll give you a little hint. It was the big one that I liked the best. Spoiler, it was the big one. It wasn't any of the straight ones. It was always gonna be the big curly one. The main purpose of the video was the fact that I'm on a regrowth journey again. Learn my hair, learn what it likes. I've gone back to my Ayurvedic stuff. I really think that's what's helping my hair to grow, my daughter's hair to grow. I know a lot of people curious to know how to look after toddlers' hair. I'll be updating you on her journey, on my journey. Mine is obviously from damaged hair to, I'm trying to get it back to healthy. I'll be delving deeper into the nutrition side of what I can do to make sure my hair is fortified and stronger and thriving, so that I can just kind of regrow it and stuff between now and my next baby, whenever that is, because I don't know. If I do have more children, then I know what to do next time. That's another reason why in the aloe vera pre-poo, I was like, will this be my new pre-poo treatment? Because all the knowledge that I knew before, all the education that I was trying to do, how to like grow natural hair and all of that, I'm having to take all of the stuff that I learned, all the stuff that I was preaching, I have to, you know, walk it out for myself. And it's gonna be like, I'm regrowing my hair. I'm trying to invest in it and salvage the little bit that is left. I'm gonna trim off a little bit more of the straggly ends, and then try to grow it back to this, and then try to grow it back to waist length. I am very hopeful that that will happen. If all goes well, that will happen, and I will share, as I said, all the recipes, all the things that are going well, things that are not going well, things that I don't think have any benefit to it at all, but maybe I just like doing it. Yeah, thanks for joining me on the journey. I'm gonna be updating you. Maybe I'll get like a growth t-shirt and all of that stuff. That's later, when I finally figure out what's going on with my scalp. I think it's okay that it's not as inflamed, but I feel like it does still have a bit of inflammation on my scalp. It is still a bit tender. I think that's another reason why I am wanting to do a Hair Growth Secrets postpartum version, because this is so much different than just growing your hair. Like, this is so different. You know, when you're dealing with postpartum hair loss and, you know, scalp sensitivities, you know, there's things going on internally, your hormones, all of that, that's affecting your hair. I mean, all these other things always do, but the first ebook was targeted specifically for people that don't have any underlying issues. Their baseline is here, and they just need a little bit more of a motivation to keep going, like, or to start a natural hair journey. So a Hair Growth Secrets postpartum edition, I believe, will help those that are the baseline is down here. You know, we're starting all over. We don't know what the heck has happened to our hair after having a baby, but we want to regrow and invest in the crown on our head and grow it back if it was long before babies, or just grow it from scratch if it all fell out. Sorry, darling. I definitely want to do that. But if you're interested in reading the original, then I'll link it in the description below this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know in the comments below if you know what I'm talking about. If you've got any tips on postpartum, hair recovery, hair growth, if you've got any more insight or knowledge on the science and all of that behind the hormones and everything that contributes to having postpartum hair loss or postpartum hair issues, I'm sure that will be very helpful to somebody else reading it. It'll be definitely very helpful for me, so that's why I'm asking. So yeah, please don't be afraid to share, to comment, or to private message me if you feel more comfortable to. I will see you in my next video. Bye.